In a small peaceful village surrounded by lush green hills and whispering trees, there lived a little boy named Aarav, who always believed that luck would one day change his life. He used to sit idle on a wooden bench under an old banyan tree, dreaming about a better future. On the other end of the village lived a wise old man named Faheem, who was known for his hard work, discipline, and inspiring stories. This is the story of how their lives intersected, and how one conversation between them shaped the destiny of a young boy. Aarav was only 11 years old. Every day after school, while other children helped their parents or studied, he would just sit under the old banyan tree and stare at the sky. "I wish I was rich. I wish I could have a big house and all the toys in the world," he would whisper. But Aarav never did anything to achieve those dreams. He believed that one day, luck would knock on his door. One afternoon, as usual, he was sitting idle when old Faheem passed by, holding a basket of firewood. The old man looked at him and smiled. "Son, why are you always sitting here?" "I'm waiting for something big to happen," Aarav replied, swinging his legs. Faheem chuckled. "Waiting won't shape your future. Actions will." Aarav didn't understand what the old man meant. "I'm just a boy. What can I do?" The next day, Faheem came back, this time with a small wooden box. He sat next to Aarav and said, "Inside this box is a small treasure, but to open it, you must complete a challenge." Aarav's eyes sparkled with excitement. "A treasure? What kind of challenge?" Faheem smiled gently. "For the next 30 days, you must come to my garden every morning and help me. If you do, I'll give you this box." The boy hesitated. "But I don't know how to work in a garden." "You'll learn," said Faheem. Aarav wasn't sure, but the thought of a hidden treasure excited him. So the next morning he showed up at the old wood. Day by day, Aarav started helping Faheem. He pulled weeds, watered the plants, planted seeds, and even carried buckets of water. The work was hard at first. His hands would ache, and sweat would run down his forehead, but Faheem would always encourage him. "You see these plants?" he said once. "They grow slowly, but with care and patience, they bloom, just like our lives." Aarav started enjoying the work. For the first time, he felt a sense of purpose. He stopped sitting idle under the tree. Instead, he looked forward to each morning. Each day, Faheem would tell him a new story, stories of people who changed their lives through hard work, not luck. On the 30th day, Aarav woke up excited. He rushed to the old man's house. His hands were dirty and his clothes were muddy, but his heart was full of pride. "I did it, Uncle Faheem. I worked for 30 days. Faheem smiled and handed him the wooden box. Aarav quickly opened it, expecting gold, coins, or maybe a toy. But inside was only a small mirror. He looked at it, confused. "Is this the treasure?" Faheem nodded. "Yes, look into it. Who do you see?" "Myself," Aarav said, disappointed. "And that," Faheem said, touching his shoulder, "is the boy who woke up early every morning, who worked hard, who didn't give up. You are your treasure, Aarav. Your hands, your mind, your heart, they will shape your destiny." At first, Aarav felt tricked, but as he walked back home, he thought about it deeply. Over the past 30 days, he had changed. He had become more confident, more focused, and even stronger. He realized he didn't need to wait for luck. He could create his own future. That evening, he took out a notebook and began to write his dreams, what he wanted to become, what he needed to do, and how he would work toward it. From that day on, Aarav worked hard in school. He helped his parents, read books, and even helped Faheem grow more vegetables. Years passed. Aarav grew up to be a successful young man. He became an agricultural scientist, helping farmers increase their crop yield. He never forgot the old man or the mirror. He kept it on his table to remind himself, "My actions shape my destiny." One rainy evening, Aarav visited Faheem, now much older and weaker. "Uncle Faheem," Aarav said, holding his hand, "you changed my life." Faheem smiled faintly. "No, son, you changed your life. I only gave you a mirror." Aarav hugged him with tears in his eyes. That night, the old man peacefully passed away. Years later, Aarav opened a school in the village named Destiny Maker School, where actions speak louder than dreams. He would often tell his students, "Don't wait for miracles, be your own miracle. Don't sit idle. Every day is a seed. Plant it with hard work, water it with discipline, and watch your future bloom." The mirror stayed on his desk forever. Whenever he felt tired or doubtful, he would look into it and remember who he was, the boy who chose action over waiting. Luck may visit, but it's your actions that shape your destiny. No one is too young or too old to begin. Even a small step taken today can become a mountain of success tomorrow.